Alright, we got a pretty big update, but I'm going to see if I can fly through this. So let's take that little piece of there. These there. I almost wonder if maybe stuff intended for next week ended up arriving early. If it did, well, that will be two things about next week to be careful of. Trying to be careful here. I don't want to damage contents. So I want that cut to be shallow enough to break the seal, but not go down and put contents. That's not everything. Another package. And then last but not least, this. Which only has the one thing in it. Oh, yes, okay. I was trying to figure out what even is this, but this is Megazone 23, or 23. On Blu-ray, which I might already have, but I don't know. I just, if I didn't, well, I definitely do now. I see down here it says regions A, B, and C. Contains all three Megazone 2-3 films, in both English and Japanese. Okay, nice and straightforward. Simple, but for anybody that needs it, that's pretty great. Includes 3 exclusive art cards. Oh, this is the Saints Magical Powers Omnipotent, and this one is pretty good. You know, another isekai. I don't know. See some sexy dress here. Ooh la la. Very red. Actually, that guy has a pretty nice... Well, I guess it's not a dress. It's a cape or cloak. Well, that's pretty cool. Taking a peek on the back, I see this is regions A and B. English dub, which makes sense. There was an English dub on Crunchyroll. Yeah, I'm watching a Twitch friend who's playing his third match as Demogorgon, and I think he's enjoying it. Demogorgon is a really fun killer, which is why I hope Stranger Things pulls their head out of their asses and bring back. But let's see. We got episodes, or discs 1 and 2 with some of the characters. The 3 art cards as promised. Next up, The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Definitely looks kind of interesting. Not sure what kind of show it is, but I don't know. It definitely triggers things that say, oh, maybe there's some medieval fantasy sort of vibes. I mean, that doesn't look medieval fantasy. That looks a little more steampunkish, maybe? Skypunkish? Let's see. I see an English dub. Region A only. Well, it's a movie. Interesting. Which could mean that the flow would be different than I would expect. What do we have here? Full Dive. Apparently a limited edition. Escape into the new reality with this limited edition. Well, let's first open up the plastic so we can separate them. I didn't even know there was a Jeff in that game. Oh, poor Jeff. He wanted to escape. Again, Dead by Daylight. But, Demogorgon's great. Alright, well, looking at the back real quick, I see a Regions A-B, I see an English dub, and this is the limited edition version, which includes 6 beautiful art cards, keychain and metal pin, and Kiss Cut sticker sheet. I'm not quite sure what that is. That's not everything from there. There we go. Oh. It's a keychain thing. That's pretty cool. I think I want to put this aside because it wasn't inside the box. Yes. Oh, here's character sheet. Interesting. I'm not sure what to make of the characters. Oh, now that's a kind of aggressive metal pin. Okay, so this... Okay, no, it is the same. I thought this felt like it was different from this. So... I'm just trying to process this because this gives slightly more isekai vibes, which maybe that's something that they're going for. I don't know what's up with that maybe girl. I'm not entirely convinced it's definitely a girl. Could be. But it could also be a... This is the second one of these. Oh, I hope this doesn't mean somebody's missing theirs. I was just looking at these characters in the background, wondering if they're related to the ones in the foreground. This looks like it. This one... I don't know if it does or does not. It's a little unexpected. Alright, and then for the DVD itself, it looks more comedic than anything else. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Kiwame? Definitely a very strange, not strange bad, but just strange thing. And then we have a lot of artwork that we've seen before. This is Blu-ray disc 1, 2, DVD disc 1 and 2. And then we have a booklet. Art book, which I see a lot of the characters. I'm just flipping through real fast. I don't want to process too much because I want to let kind of the art here speak for itself, I suppose. Oh, next up we have Fate Grand Order. The Knights bear witness to his journey's end, or no, that's Divine Realm of the Round Table, Camelot, Paladin, Agateram. I haven't been watching much of the Fate Grand Order stuff, any of it actually. I'm kind of curious, but at the same time I feel a little overwhelmed with, you know, like they've just done too much in general with it. That's not necessarily the case, and people who are fans of it are probably appreciative of it. I'm not seeing much to process here, but let's see. English, Japanese. I'm not seeing a region lock. I am seeing compact disc, which means that there's a CD in here. Now let's begin from the bottom up. This is an art book. I mean, if there's one thing that can at least be said, their stuff always looks great. Very pretty, very detailed scenes, imageries, character designs, lots of excellent colors. So that's definitely not a bad thing. Looks like we have one disc. Oh yeah, it's a movie. It's been saying it's a movie, and here we have the movie. It says original soundtrack up there. Excellent. Next up, we have Nana on Blu-ray, which I think it was maybe at some point scheduled to come out a longer time ago. Maybe it's a special version that never seemed to have come out. Maybe I was just slow pre-ordering it and I just never got my copy. I don't know. Whoa. How does one little corner manage to stick to it? So... plastic, right? Let's see. What can we say about this? English dub. That looks like an English dub. Region A. All 50 episodes on 4 discs. Maybe I misread it. I don't know. Because this looks like more than 4 discs. That's 6 discs. Look at that. I could not read it. To be fair, it's a little blurry on the little screen on the little thing. Next up we have a Boruto, which means there's another one right here. 3-disc DVD set. That's just bars. It's not telling me which version it is. You know, they stopped saying which version of these things it is, even though it makes the most sense if you need to keep track of it, but no. Let's see. It's interesting, though. Okay, no. I thought that the corner was a little cut, but no, it's just a little dented. But if it was cut, then it would be a lot like the more... what are they called? Eastern Star Discotheque releases. So let's take a peek at the DVD version. I mean, I'm not expecting too much. Like, you know, this Naruto stuff's been coming out for a long time. We've got English and Japanese audio. 3-disc set with 21 episodes. We go in here. We have inserts for things that are usually both manga and anime. So Naruto, Boruto, and My Hero Academia, of course. And actually, I do appreciate that these discs have character art on them. I mean, I'm obviously a fan of anime, so when the anime merchandise... Wait a second, I thought the streamer guy was playing as Ghostface, but it's definitely Legion. I feel you're loose. Loose discs, sink ships. Oh no. It's supposed to go on right there. Whoa! Stay in fucking place, please. Oh my god. Well, it is nice to see familiar faces back there. I also know that means I think I made the right choice. Same inserts. I kind of expected that. You know, it's this point in Viz's life cycle. Next up we have Super Riot. I think that's a quadruple X. It's kind of hard to tell. Dynazenon. And something about that looked familiar, and I had to look it up, and yeah, I had previously seen the thing. This is Funimation, so we've got regions A and B. We've got English dub. 12 episodes on 2 discs. Oops, sorry about that. That was definitely a thing. This looks familiar, but this is also a style that I've seen on a number of DVDs. These characters don't look familiar, though. It's a weird angle, but, you know. Gotta keep going. Because last but not least, we have Belle. Don't know much about this. It's certified fresh by Rotten Tomatoes. This is released by, looks like, is that G-Kids? And this sticker is a little stubborn coming off. There we go. Well, it's definitely not your normal, you know, your normal anime releasing company. It's not necessarily an abnormal one, but I don't know much about it. It looks kind of pretty. Got a pretty name to it, but I don't know what it is, what it's about. Actually, take a look at the back here. Still looks kind of interesting. The fuck is that? I'm looking at the bottom here. I think I see an A, so this is region A only. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, no, that's PG. Okay, yeah, not immediately seeing anything that would tell me if it was dubbed or not, but it looks like we got a DVD version here and a Blu-ray version there. And I don't know. I have ideas and thoughts. But the truth of the matter is... here's this week's anime DVD collection update. Alright. And I didn't go through those DVDs particularly fast, but let's see if I can do this part fast. Because, let's see, stuff I watched. I watched a couple more episodes of Izakaya, you know, episodes 4 and 5 in particular. I realized they're shorter length episodes, so that, of course, helps with quickly getting through them and digesting them. And they tend to be a little more straightforward. Like I mentioned, even though it's an isekai, a medieval thing, there's not a lot of fantasy elements added to it, so it's kind of more about these standard non-fantastical medieval tropes and their experience with Japanese food, specifically from the point of view of storytellers who, you know, obviously really enjoy their Japanese food. So all fair, and they were both entertaining episodes, I thought. You know, just good. Oh, this is a series about food. That's fine. Let's see, I also watched the first episodes of Dragon Goes House Hunting, which I do believe is on the top here. Not that I couldn't watch more. It's entertaining enough. But I guess it's... So far, I like the Demon Lord of Real Estate person. The dragon is a little... cringy. And... you know, I think some people would find that fun. It's not particularly engaging to me. I am kind of curious about the other characters we see on here, if they shake up the dynamic a bit. But I guess the real problem is just that, I don't know, the dragon kind of represents kind of a lazy, oh, I don't understand how the world actually works, and I'm just used to everything being given to me sort of mindset, while not doing much themselves, maybe. I mean, it might not entirely be that, but it feels like it leans heavily in that direction. And it's whatever. Let's see. Spy Family Episode 6. I'm trying to remember everything that happened in it. I thought it was pretty entertaining. You know, it's not keeping up like this one-trick pony dynamic. It's staying varied with what it's doing, and it's staying interesting, and I want to see more of what it's doing and where it's going, because, you know, it's not saying, oh yes, our characters easily handle all these hurdles. You know, they keep being given hurdles, and at the same time it's always leaning and hinting at this bigger thing we want to have happen in there, and we really want to see that show end with them becoming a big happy family. And you know, they're not saying, oh yes, it's a gimme that it's going to happen, and at the same time they're not saying, oh no, you know, we're just going to pretend that's not what you're all interested in. We're all interested in that. Love all the characters, love where it's going, love what it's doing. Looking forward to seeing more. Let me see. The Greatest Demon Lord is reincarnated as a typical nobody, episode 6. Let's see. I think episode 5 was that one. I don't... Nothing about episode 6 is jumping out at me. It doesn't necessarily mean it was bad, but it means that, you know, Greatest Demon Lord is definitely the sort of show that, it's a more standard sort of show, I think. Skeleton Knight episode 6. Okay, yeah, some kind of nice slice of lifey stuff that's it continuing to be the kind of series that it's been up till now. And I definitely really appreciate that. I have in my notes that I haven't watched the Dawn of the Witch episode 6. Just haven't had the energy. And I didn't make any notes on Trapped in a Dating Sim, and I think maybe probably an episode aired yesterday or today or something, and I just didn't get around to watching that either. So that should kind of tell you, yeah, I'm not engaging in a whole lot of watching right now. With my Friday friend, we did watch the first disc of My Hero Academia Season 5, Part 1. And, you know, it's pretty good. But maybe not immediately the greatest stuff. Like, I mentioned this a month ago when I watched it on my own, and now he's watching it again, and it's still the same kind of impression where you kind of feel like, okay, this is its thing that it's doing for a season, and it doesn't feel like it's necessarily moving that much. But if you've only watched that part of it, I do say keep going with Season 5. If you've watched up to Season 4, you've enjoyed what it's doing, and Season 5 had some notable stuff at the very beginning, kind of hinting at, you know, oh yes, this season is doing some stuff that is furthering the story. Well, I can tell you that this does pay off and make you feel like you're getting more to the story, even though it's doing this little side thing that doesn't feel as important for that. Like, maybe a little bit important, but not engaging important per se. Alright, anything else? I don't know. Some Animal Crossing stuff, some Dead by Daylight stuff, but I'm mostly exhausted for the same reason that I think I've hinted to y'all that next week I don't know what timing my weekly video will come on. And in fact, if some of the stuff that arrived today was the stuff that was supposed to arrive tomorrow that would have been for the video for next week, that might mean I might not have anything to show next week. I'm not sure what I'll do if that's the case, because best case, I do have some anime that shows up, and I will have something to show y'all, but I might record it later than usual because I'm going to be kind of preoccupied for Monday. Possibly portions of Tuesday. I might even be sleeping in on Tuesday. It's, you know, pretty big thing. So I don't know how that's going to impact the video. Normally I would do something in advance, but I won't be able to either. So, you know, just keep that in mind for next week. As for anything else today, I can't think of anything immediately worth talking about other than, you know, the other neat thing is I might not shave this off, so you might get to see a 3-week long facial hair. And I don't know if we've done that, but, you know, it's interesting how the graying is patterned almost like it's shaved to just a Riker stash or whatever you might call that. I don't know what it's actually called. But it's not, because, you know, that's just the way it's graying. Strange stuff. I guess the other thing was Unity stuff in VR chat, getting used to some of the new changes they've done for VR chat. Not everything, but I'm vaguely remembering other things I need to do, and I'm at least exploring what they've done with the things they do have. Good stuff. Alright, y'all have a nice week.